but I'm on live just offering paid reads. All my morning readings have been delivered. Got some of my nature sounds on it. This is literally what I'm watching, I'll tell you right now. I am watching up close view of forest critters, squirrels, songbirds, and crows. I'm so weird. It just is super calming. I don't know. It makes me feel like I'm in like a log cabin. I don't know. Just paid reads today, guys. Tomorrow I'll do a free live stream. Sorry, guys, I'm texting flying back. Hey, what's up, guys? Paid readings today. If you want to Hey, what's up, guys? Oh, wait a minute. Do I even have it activated, my link? Oh my god. Sorry, guys. I've been editing my videos differently. Everything's timestamped and like categorized, so it takes forever to upload too. Because I'm uploading it that way versus just privately live streaming and then just sending you the link without any editing and just, you know. This is the only time I'm going to be live today, guys, for instant paid reads, just so you know. After that, it's just private readings. Paid readings only. Sorry, guys. Hi, Maria. I just received your payment for a single question. We can get started whenever you're ready. All right. So you wanted to know. Yep, you just paid for a reading, and it's your turn. So whenever you want to get started, just let me know. Put your question in the comment box, or if you put it in your order, I can look at it there too. Oh, she's so sweet. Sorry, guys. One of my clients messaged me. To you by 4. Thank you. You're welcome. All right. So you said you'd like to read V's current thoughts and feelings towards you. I just typed it a little, but it was also on the order as well. Oh, okay. Sorry. I don't have my tablet with me out right now. I'm running off of my both of my phones right now. So let's get into it with your order. We're going to begin at 8 minutes exactly, okay? I want to get a different card deck out for you. It's the bigger love message deck. 1 second. That's okay, love. Thank you. Okay, you're welcome. All right. Let's shuffle these in, and we're going to begin at 8 minutes exactly for your reading. So V's thoughts and feelings for you currently. V's current thoughts and feelings for you. Okay, a little bit of complex energy. This is a bigger deck to shuffle, but sometimes it'll create a little bit more. Your spirit guides have been trying to communicate with you is also coming out. So you might be receiving some like notations as well coming out. This could be in the matter, I don't know, I'm getting flying creatures. So this could be like dragonflies, butterflies, birds in particularly, okay? And they show up at weird spots, weird areas for you. Hello, Stephanie. I just received your single question. You're going to be right after Maria, okay? Your name's going to be pinned in the comment section when it's your turn. But let's get into your next cards that come out for you. How is V trying to feel about you? How does he feel about you? So, what I'm also getting, you're getting a lot of spiritual message cards, and there actually are only like 25 spiritual message cards in this entire deck. So it's almost like, yeah, your spirit guides have been trying to communicate with you. And also, Alchemist is coming out as well. Alchemy can be said to be the science of transmutation, which in spiritual parlance would include both transcendence and transformation. The most popular common understandings of alchemy are couched in terms of metallurgy, turning lead into gold. Be careful what you wish for, you will get it. Jumper the movie and The Life of Pi the movie. So alchemy and alchemist was like really hard to define as much research as you do it. It was actually banned like I think in the 16th century by the Catholic Church, alchemy. And people are like, how can you ban alchemy? How can you ban something that's in the mind? You know what I mean? But they did. They banned it. Okay. Leave it to the Catholic Church to ban something. Okay. So with the alchemist energy coming forth, this is almost like, and you know, I was taking a shower before this live and I was thinking about alchemy. And it's funny how this card just came out and I was thinking of a different way to explain it. And it came out the right time for you. So essentially, you know how you can turn lead into gold? It's like looking at something, but seeing the diamond in the rough, making it, conforming it, seeing it like it becomes something, when you hear the radio, you picture it in your mind, you said, what if I were to create like a box, you know what I mean? And you could see it like what you're hearing. Oh, you're crazy, dude. That's not, what do you want? Make eyes real life? Oh, here's the camera, here's the phone, here's the TV, here's all, you know what I mean? So that could be considered a form of alchemy. So in terms of relationships and how he feels about you is that he can literally turn whatever it is right now that you guys are going through into kind of like gold, to like where it is something that you'd actually really want. Okay? Is something that I'm coming to see with this card. Now, the next card that you're receiving is Dearest You. There is no one who compares to you. The sex we share gets better as we age in time. You always shock me with what you say and how you say it. We make love with each other as if we're designed just for each other. I never want to hurt you or cause you pain. Our love drives me insane. I wish I could inhale every breath you take. You are as beautiful in the morning as you are at night. I want you to be my wife. So alchemy, turning that girlfriend into a wife, right? So the next card that you're receiving is Dearest You. I'm going to surprise you with a gift. I want to show you my gratitude for everything you have endured in our connection. I do not ever want you to feel a lack of appreciation or even a lack of my admiration. I want to take you shopping so you can pick out anything you want. You're my number one. No one can compete with you. So he's probably wanting to do something special for you, whether it's buy something in particular for you or get you something special when you guys are out together. That is also something that I'm getting from this pile, but I also feel like the way that he demonstrates his love, not only through gift giving, but like acts of service, like doing things for you, that, yeah, you could do for yourself, but it's almost like he just wants to go out of his way to just, I don't know, make sure that you're like, have one less thing to worry about. I don't know why I'm getting that energy. So he might be making a little bit more initiative towards building the connection soon. Dearest You, I don't think you see how beautiful you are so effortlessly. Your hair naturally forms a beautiful shape. You wear little to no makeup and smell so divine, again, all naturally. I want to trace your whole body with my tongue. I want to procreate with you and have children who look so much like you. I want to be their father and always be there for every game, every lesson, and I even want to volunteer at their field trips together. Let's make a family. So this is really highly committal energy. I'm going to get one more because it's almost scaring me of how great these cards are. So you're getting North America, so maybe traveling is going to be in your future. Whenever North America comes out, yeah, it's an indicator that you could be in North America. Both of you guys could be in North America. There could be some distance between the both of you guys, or you could be traveling, okay, someplace in North America. Dearest You, I have fallen into madness over you. You're getting like a lot of good ones. And trust me, there's some rough ones in this deck too. Like, I don't love you. I don't want to be with you. I don't want to, you know what I mean? Thank you so much for the emailed reading the other day. You're welcome, love. I hope that you're enjoying like the timestamps and everything like that. I'm trying to be a little bit extra for you guys, so it's just a little bit more organized. You're amazing. Thank you. You're welcome. I have fallen into madness over you. I crave your smile in my kitchen. I crave your bedhead when you wake up, and I crave our banter. When you leave me in silence, I cyberstalk you. I review all of your posts. I find any way to experience your energy. I want to connect deeper with detailed and attentive conversation. I want to be best friends, but also true lovers. I want you in the morning, in the afternoon, and at night. I miss you, and I will reach out soon is also coming out. So if you guys have been a little bit in disconnect and he hasn't been communicating as much, he could be reaching out soon to you as well. But let's get into it just a little bit more. I don't know why I want to shuffle and just see what else comes out. Let's see. Anything else comes out for how V is feeling. Sorry. How is V feeling? Okay. Another spiritual card wanting to come out. Intuitive empaths. You guys have a tendency to feel what each other like wants and needs like in the moment. Okay, also called claircognizant, has an exceptionally strong intuition. You can enter a room for the first time and immediately sense the underlying vibes of the people and present situation. Family Portrait by Pink. So for instance, like when I went to the plaza for the first time a long time ago, and my sister had like got me really cool tickets to go with her to the, I guess I didn't know who this person was, but apparently he was like super famous or whatever, FKJ or something, some French instrumentalist, or I don't know. And I was like, all right, cool, it's a vibe. And the minute I entered in there, for some reason I craved like just wanting a cat. I don't know why I was getting that energy. I know how weird that sounds, but there's a point to it. Apparently there was like a major like shooting at the plaza, okay? And I didn't realize like it wasn't even jam-packed with people. Like there was tons of space with people. There was like, space above and everything like that. But for some reason, I got suffocated. That has never happened to me before, like at a concert or anything like that. And we literally had just gotten there, and I've been so excited to just even be there. And I like completely shut, like my whole system, my face turned green, everything turned green on me. My sister's like, "Are you okay? Like I've never seen you turn green before. Like I've never seen myself turn green before." And yeah, I had smoked, some weed, but it was the normal amount, and I had eaten. I was fine, and I had turned green, and I also was getting like really lightheaded. I felt like, I'm gonna be honest with you, I felt like somebody had literally just taken the air all like out of my like lungs. Come to find out, Christina Graham, apparently she was like murdered there. There was like a mass shooting there in that place, and I guess that was like one of the first concerts that came up after that. Anyway, so I didn't know about that until after, but it explains why I was feeling like this terror in there. I don't know, I was just getting like really terrified. And it was crazy because it took a toll on like my body, and normally like that doesn't happen to me. So for some reason I feel like you may have something like that, to like where you have the ability to kind of like enter a room and like when the energy's like way off. Like you would not be the person to put in a scary movie, like that kind of energy. Like I don't know why I was getting that energy. Yes, I've heard the shit. Yeah, of Christina Graham. So the girl from The Voice in Orlando was like really big. Anyway, so like it was like somebody crazy like just shot her. Like it was stupid, but not. You know what I mean? It was like so stupid that somebody could kill somebody over that. That's so minuscule. But anyway, Family Portrait by Pink is coming out. But for some reason, a lot of energy in regards to family, just in general, is coming up. But let's get to the tarot. So how is he thinking about you? How is he feeling about you? The first card coming out of the bottom is the Queen of Cups. So automatically he thinks that you are absolutely beautiful. So that card that came out, like with your effortlessly beautiful, everything, like that is how he generally feels. He also feels like you're really empathic and caring, and you have the ability to literally sense what's going on. If there's like, he literally can just hug you and he knows something's off. And it's either up to you to press or not, because that's obviously, it's your spiritual gift, so you can wield it, But for some reason, I'm just getting really strongly with this Queen of Cups energy that like, damn, like it's just like this feeling of, damn, she texted me, she called me, I'm so happy right now. Let me see what she wants. There's a smile on my face when her name pops up on my screen, like that kind of energy. But let's get into it. Even what's underneath? The Queen of Pentacles. You could be getting into some kind of, okay, let me not get way too ahead of myself, because I could be like, you guys could get into like a really serious connection, a relationship, and he wants to do it right away. And that is what these three cards mean right here. Okay. But this could also mean, hey, I want to meet up with you. Here's this could be giving you a substantial invitation to like where it's a building block essentially. Okay. To the relationship where like, hey, you want to meet my family? Hey, you want to meet my friends? Hey, you want to come hang out at this event? Hey, you know what I mean? But let's get into it a little bit more. Four of Wands in the reversal, the Hermit card in the reversal. He may have gotten out of like a really serious relationship or connection. I had a reading similar to this earlier today. With the Four of Wands in the reversal and the Hermit card in the reversal, you've got him out of his shell, and actually made him feel like he can be happy in a relationship again, with the Sun card energy coming forth in the upright. King of Cups energy in the upright. Okay, we got that Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy. For some reason, I feel like this is more along the lines of timing, okay, for Pisces season, all right? And I feel like this is when he's going to be more expressive. And Pisces season can be a little bit on the cusp energy, so of like, Valentine's Day could be a significant part for you guys. Sarah, I just received your single question. You're going to be after Stephanie, okay? There's one per person before you, okay? Another one that you're receiving is the Tower card in the reversal. He's having an internal shift about how he's viewing relationships just in general by being connected with you. It's like you're not necessarily like you have similarities to his exes. Like obviously you're a female. You have female parts and stuff like that, similarities. But there's something different about your energy, the way that you carry the energy, Like everybody can be psychic, but everybody reads differently. Everybody yields their, gifts differently. Wields their gifts differently, sorry. Now, underneath the Four of, don't wait for a question, just FYI. Yes, love, you're going to be right after Stephanie. Now, underneath the Four of Wands energy in the reversal is the King of Wands in reversal. He's in fear of self-sabotaging this connection and destroying it before it even has, begun. I'm also hearing Thanks for the Memories by Fall Out Boy. Underneath the Hermit card, I was thinking that song, I think like 2 days ago. Okay. Now, with the Six of Swords energy underneath the Hermit card, he now wants to move forward from his past. All the bullshit that has happened, like in relationships and connections, he actually feels a genuine, like, energy of moving forward with you. Now, underneath the Sun card, you're receiving Temperance. Now, the one thing that these two cards have in common, yeah, they're both, well, I guess they have a couple things in common. They're both in the daytime, right? But the difference is this one's rising and this one's setting, right? Or they both could be rising depending on your viewpoint. I don't know why I'm getting timing. This is Sagittarian and this is Leo, fire sign energy. Could be dominant, okay? Those could be two significant time periods of this year where you guys are actually going to develop and really break through any cloudedness between the both of you guys. Maybe you've been waiting for a long time to have a serious conversation about where you guys are headed. That could be happening in the future as well. Underneath the King of Cups energy, you have the Lover's card. The Lover's card energy and the upright. This is him feeling a really solid relationship with you, feeling a soulmate connection with you with the Lover's card. You see the angel right there. And it's bringing the both of you guys together. This is a really strongly divinely protected relationship. Now, underneath the Tower card, you have the Empress. Now, he's also maybe in fear of getting you pregnant. And you could also end up meeting his mother spontaneously. I don't know why I'm getting that 50 Shades of Grey scene where she meets his mom, but they're hooking up, and she ends up stopping by randomly. But she just stops by randomly because he never has anybody over there. But the next card that you're receiving is the Two of Cups. Now, the Two of Cups energy is coming up in the reversal. Okay? Now, he's felt so disconnected in regards to his love life for a really long time. And maybe there was somebody that he was waiting to feel like 100% disconnected with in order to really pursue you. And maybe even picking up on this intuitively for him to truly offer you this true love offer. I was at his house and his parents were home. LOL. Oh, that's why I was getting that energy. I was like, why am I getting that energy? But okay. So that could happen again, but it could be a little bit more significant this time. I'm not even going to tell you an embarrassing story of me, of mine, but I was like 18. This is like, listen, mind you, this was my future husband at the time, right? This was before I had gotten married to this person. We were like hooking up, but the door was like open. I kept telling him like, no, like, you know what I mean? But like, yes, but no. And he like, his mom ended up like bursting the door. And she was like, I mean, we were over 18, like we were over, you know what I mean? But it's still disrespectful. I feel like I find like, you know, I personally didn't want to do it. So I got mortified. The next day I brought her like this huge bouquet of flowers and like I was extra with it. I didn't want to just be that person to just kind of like avoid talking about it. So I just talked to her about it. And she's like, you know, anybody could have been home. She was so, you know, she was so like delicate like that. But anyway, and I just kept apologizing. I had so much respect for her, you know, so like I still do. You know, this is the person, like, even after, like, I decided to divorce her husband or whatever, she wrote me, like, a letter and gave me a gift card with, like, all of her contact information. Like, if anything were to ever happen, if I needed help or anything, she, like, was like, I'll be here for you. Like, she's super, you know, like, respectful like that. I don't know why I'm getting that energy. Your person's mom could be like that. Okay? That's too funny. No, I'm serious. I was mortified. I don't think I've ever told anybody else that till, like, right now. Anyway, that's what I'm getting for your reading, love. I do feel like he does love you and he is in love with you with the Ace of Cups energy coming forth. But I hope that you enjoyed that. And remember, your timestamp started at 8 minutes for your reading. Now let's go to the next person. I'm just going to pin it in there. Hey, what's up, Toya? How are you, love? Let me just put Stephanie's name in here. It's Stephanie. Sorry, hold on, guys. Personal reading. I make everybody's a little differently. I don't know why. You're welcome, Maria. Okay, so Stephanie, whenever you're ready, feel free to hop on, let me know. You're ready? Okay. Now let me check square, to see what you had placed in there, because your question might be in there. So I don't want to ask you to repeat yourself. It's already in there. I already did that with Maria. So do you see me in a connection soon? Yes, it's about to go to commercial. Yeah, there we go. My nature sounds. I was watching squirrels. Anyway, let's get into your reading. We're going to start off at 26 minutes to be exact on the timestamp. But until then, I'm just going to shuffle in your energy and we're going to see, are you going to be in a connection soon? Is that something coming up for you? First and foremost, the energy that's coming up around you is the Seven of Cups. You're going to have a lot of options that come your way. And you're probably like, well, I know I've had options, but is something really serious going to come along? Okay, and even though your reading hasn't yet started, I'm just shuffling through, getting your energy. With the Seven of Cups, it almost seems like you may have a lot of options, but there's one person who is going to stand out above the rest. I feel like they're going to have a lot of leadership qualities. Okay, this person could. The skin commercial in front of me made me feel like the Marchetta sisters blowout commercial for Material Girls. I don't know why that came up to me just right now. I'm sorry. The Emperor card. Okay. I feel like this person is a natural leader. They could have some skin aversions because of how deeply I went into that, and I had looked up all of a sudden, and that's not normally how I feel about it. But because I have some skin aversions that I take care of and stuff like that, like it's been skin getting better over time. So I feel like this person's like may have some kind of skin aversions. They could be a little bit older. They could also be a little bit on the leader side. So they could be like a manager, a teacher. They could be, a trainer. I just keep getting this energy. But because you asked about new love, let's get into some new love message cards for you to see what comes out in particular before we get into that full tarot spread. So the new message cards are right here. So let's see in regards to new love, what's coming up. And the signs that are associated with sorry, I know the mic's a little bit farther away. Sorry about that. The Emperor sign is associated with, it can be associated with Aries, Capricorn, sometimes Tauran. Okay. The Emperor, but mainly if we put that aside, I really just hyper focus on the zodiac signs for timing, not necessarily generalization of a person's encompass energy, because they can be displayed as their rising sign, they can be displayed as their moon sign. Like sometimes when people are reading for me, I'll come up as the Queen of Pentacles. Hello, my sun sign is a Queen of Swords, but because my moon is exalted in that position and I'm reading on emotions, I'm coming up as a Tauran. You know what I mean? So let's get into it a little bit more. And sometimes I'll come up as a Scorpio, like in regards to love, because my Scorpio rising. So it just depends. So let's get into some new love for you, new connections, and the connection that you're going to be in soon, because I feel like you are, and the options are there. Dear Stu, I am obsessed with anime and gaming. I am barely outside doing the mundane, everyday activities. I don't like parties and I don't like getting drunk. I am very much a workaholic and would prefer to make my money and, what is this? And go home to game. I am happily, what is this? I'm hoping, sorry guys, my handwriting sucks. I'm hoping you don't change that. This card, I'm going to be very, very, very transparent. My brother is exactly like this card. So I wrote that card channeling, and for some reason, my brother's energy came out with that. He's a Scorpio, okay? My brother. He likes staying home. He likes gaming. He likes being around his family. It's kind of like a Taurus, but a lot more psychic. Anyway, you will meet someone new this month, okay? Is also coming forth. So timing is also coming forth towards you. Let's see what's coming up at the bottom. Dear Stu, I believe in true love. I believe that appearance doesn't matter. I believe that we should feel obsessed with each other. I want you to be obsessed with me. Okay, again, a lot about obsession. And, I can say this, I have a Scorpio rising. Scorpios are known to be obsessed with their lovers, okay? The person that they love or care about the most, okay? They want to be there for them. They want to make sure that they prioritize them. They want to, you know what I mean? So anyway, I believe that we should feel obsessed with each other. I want you to be obsessed with me. I will push you away as a test to see if you will come back. At times, I will play mind games to discover the truth. Okay, yeah, you could be dealing with somebody who could be a little bit Scorpio. But let's see, a little bit more. Dearest you, the person you choose will be average, safe, and non traumatic. This relationship will bore you. You will still think of the one you cannot have, yet, if you really try, you will find that this boring person is actually a. Sorry. That's completely not right grammar, okay? You'll find that this boring person is actually a once in a lifetime love. It's not actually once in a lifetime love, okay? But that's what I'm getting there for these message notations. And for some reason, I want to pull up one more from the top before we get into that tarot spread for you. Dearest you, you'll meet up in person with your long distance lover. This person has been thinking of you deeply. So this is another person's energy coming up in conjunction. So again, Seven of Cups energy that came up, as the first main card there, does signify that you're going to have some options come your way. And it's going to be a little bit hard for you to choose who you really want, because at first you're going to be like, I want this person, everything, but then things are going to be so kind of like mundane or like routine, like to like where you're just going to be like, I don't know if I really want this. And you're going to think about taking Mr. Toxico back. Okay. But that's what I'm getting with this one. But it says they cannot stand the distance any longer. They want to feel you in person, not just over the phone. So maybe this is somebody who has been creating kind of like a little bit of space between you and is now starting to gravitate back once they feel like your energy is becoming disassociative towards them, And the way that you feel that is like, how you guys ever wonder, like when that one person hits you up and you're like literally like 1 week right before your period, or like a day before your period or something like that, and the soul tie is about to be completely cleansed, It's another way to do it, like through menstruation, stuff like that. This person will hit you up in order to recreate that soul tie. Okay. But let's get into it a little bit more with some tarot. Definitely a leader. Okay. But let's get into it a little bit more. Could, the emperor is known for, militant jobs or, government-oriented jobs, stuff like that. But let's get into it with... Or are you going to meet somebody new? This card wants to just fucking come out. So we're going to let this one come out as the first main card. And it's funny because remember how I accidentally said the Seven of Pentacles? And now the Seven of Pentacles is out? Okay, just saying. All right, Seven of Pentacles energy in the reversal. You're done waiting and you're done investing in connections that aren't fully investing in you. People who have been obsessed with you and hyper-focused on you and maybe even cyber-stalking you, you maybe have, removed, their... I wouldn't say right to view you, or you block them. Okay, you've either blocked them, removed them from your life, you're no longer talking to them, to where they can't really play out this fantasy in their mind of you anymore. Okay, as much as they used to. I do also feel like there is going to be somebody who's really assertive towards you, somebody who's very much a go-getter. Okay, you could meet them, a little bit near fire sign season. The closest fire sign season that I'm receiving is Leo, but Aries energy is right around the corner. But for some reason, I'm feeling more Leo focused energy because I'm getting 7 weeks. And you could meet this person online. This person's going to be very much adventurous. This would be the type of person in Florida, if you're on Bumble or whatever, there's 20 million of them who... I'm not even fucking kidding. There are 20 million of them who are on jet skis. 20 million of them are on fucking water sports, on a boat, fishing. It's Florida, so it's just going to be like that. But also depends on the area that you're in. In Miami, it's all fuckboy fucking energy. Literally, you go on Bumble. I went on Bumble in Miami just to swipe. I didn't meet up with anybody. I was very much single in Miami. I wasn't really dating. I wasn't even hooking up. I wasn't doing anything in Miami. But I entertained myself and I went on Bumble and I was like, okay, so what are they like? What's their vibe like? And they're different, but they still do the same things. They no longer look like the fishing sport channel. Now they look like GQ fishing. You know what I mean? In Miami. So anyway, I don't know why I'm getting that energy to where your person does really mundane stuff, but mundane stuff, regular stuff, basic shit. But they do it in a very GQ-esque vibe, you know, like really stylish, like make sure everything's like you're not going to go on a boat for the day. You're going to go on the boat for the day. You're not just going to go on like a flight. You're going to go on first class tickets to go like this person like enhances their lifestyle. Like no matter what they do, they work very hard for their money, so they like to enjoy things. They also like to enjoy planning out things. But I do feel like you're going to meet this person through the internet. I do also feel like this person's looking for somebody to build a family with. So this could be that person who's like on Bumble or whatever, saying like looking for a serious relationship, looking for like, and they actually mean it. They're not just doing it to bait girls. You know what I mean? So the next one that you're getting is the Four of Pentacles energy in the reversal. Okay. Now the Four of Pentacles energy coming up in the reversal does signify that this person's going to get you out of your shell. This person also likes to spend money. Okay, could come from money a little bit with the Ten of Pentacles and the Four of Pentacles being in the reversal. I normally don't talk about money like this, but because the Pentacle energy is so dominant, I have to talk about the finance aspect. But let's get into it just a little bit more with some clarification. The Moon card in reversal. Picking up a little bit of Scorpio energy there with the Moon card, just letting you know that. Okay, I can't ignore that. But it also is relation to basically almost every water sign, more dominantly focused on Cancerian or Pisces. But because we've talked about Scorpio throughout this, and we've been picking up on that frequency, that could be significant. And the Ten of Pentacles could be significant for the month of October, being very blatantly like for relationship, okay? Because we're speaking about I was about to say speaking and talking. What the fuck? Spock! I'm sorry. Oh my god. Guys, I'm a nerd. Underneath the King of Wands energy, if you guys know Star Trek, you know what I'm talking about. Because he communicates with his mind. Anyway, Four of Cups energy coming forth in the upper. That's something I gotta tell my bae about later. Anyway, he's probably gonna be like, so. Anyway, the Four of Cups energy in the upright underneath the King of Wands, and then you also have the Seven of Cups. Like I told you, the Seven of Cups. You're going to have a lot of options coming your way, and I do feel like that's the thing that really deters women, I feel like, from online dating is so many options and not being able to have like that one main focus kind of like streamline of conversation with somebody. Okay. And when it does happen, you kind of get complacent because you're like, oh shit, I got a new match. You know what I mean? But for some reason, I'm getting like this is going to be somebody that you didn't expect to meet, like somebody who meets your standards. But I also do feel like maybe they're not going to keep you a secret. You might end up finding out some family secrets of theirs. And for some reason, I'm getting the scene from The Proposal. Do you remember when he was the assistant? Ryan Reynolds was the assistant, and she ends up visiting him in Alaska, and he never told her like that his family like owns all those stores. And because like, why would he tell her that? Like, for what? You know what I mean? And she like had to find out, and when she finds out, the way that she finds out, I don't know why I can't talk right now. The way that she finds out is like she looks at his, like everyone's bag, and it's like it's engraved with his family's last name. There's stores all around the town. There's like his family's last name, and she's like, "What the fuck? Are you like rich? Like what?" Like she's really confused because she's like, "Why are you an assistant?" But she also knows, she knew the entire time that he was like a really good writer. I don't know, I'm getting that vibe. That's interesting with everything that's going on in the country now for US that I talk about that movie in particular. Because you remember she gets married for... Anyway, Six of Cups energy coming forth underneath the Four of Pentacles energy. Okay? So there's something about this person that it's almost going to be like a deja vu moment, because whenever you receive the Six of Cups, we have to bring up there's a past life connection, right? But also reminiscing about the time that you met them in the beginning. Now, around the time that you meet up with this new person, like I said before, there's somebody from your past who is going to all of a sudden open up to you. And you're going to be like, well, where did this come from? Didn't you leave me out in the cold? No, I just put you on reserve. You know, I put my vegetables in the freezer. Now, the next one we have is the Three of Pentacles energy coming forth in the upright. This is a timing indicator, but this is also somebody that you're going to get involved with that's going to be a long-time third-party situation, okay? Maybe there was somebody that you've been in and out with for some time, and you're going to be like, no, I'll just tell them no and I'll just reject them, whatever. I feel like it's not going to be as easy as that with this person in particular, because they do have really strong emotions towards you. Okay? But overall, you wanted to know when you're going to be getting into a relationship, and I feel like it's possibly going to be within a 3-month time. You're going to make a serious connection with somebody, and where it's going to build into a serious relationship, possibly by October of this year. And I want you to know there's a lot of people who actually do want to talk to you in that way. A lot of the time it's your energy being like, no, I don't really want to do that. Or, you know what, I'm done with this app. Let me just delete it. I have a tendency to do that. The next one that you have here, I also do feel like maybe you have a tendency to like meet up with people who are kind of like toxic. Again, Scorpio energy, SY from this. A lot of people don't relate this to Scorpio, but I do. I relate it to, because it can be, technically it can be Aquarius, Scorpio, or Capricorn, believe it or not. The next one you have here is the Hermit card in the reversal. Okay. This person could be a little bit older, like I said. Maybe somebody who keeps to themselves, but has a lot of intricate hobbies. Okay. So this isn't somebody who's just like, doesn't like doing anything. This is somebody who like will find something to do, whether it's like around the house or like, it's like this person loves intricate hobbies. I'm also getting like artwork. So like this person could really have an like admiration for like art, like an affinity for art. Okay. They might not like have a skill to draw, but they really do, or like to paint or to create or to be an artisan or craftsman or something like that. Maybe they're more on the craftsmanship side, but I feel like this Persian, oh my God, Persian. Anyway, let me not. Persian could be significant. But anyway, this person is going to be very much out of their shell. They could have, I'm getting a little bit of Libra, Virgo-esque energy. So that shows me September right away. Okay? Before they get into like out of their hermit mode and really showcase like they want to be in a serious committal relationship with you. Okay? And I also feel like it's ultimately your judgment call if you want this year to be the year of commitment for you or not. Okay, it's also that I'm getting, because yes, you can make the connection out there, and there is a connection out there that is looking for somebody who is just like you as well, is what I'm getting for this one. But that is what I'm getting for your reading. I don't even know, do they have Bumble in the UK? I feel like they do. They pretty much have everything and more in the UK, I feel like. But that's what I'm getting for you. And then, of course, guys, your mini reads, like your mini messages, the channeled messages, the 2 paragraphs of insight are going to be delivered to you after the live stream, guys, okay? Okay, so the next person that we have here, talking about to say hi and sending love. Oh, thank you, Toya. I've never been on a dating app. Honestly, you really need to win a trophy for that one, because Lord of mercy. Okay, it's it's a different vibe, but I really do feel like it would be successful for you. And I normally don't say that. And people who've gotten private readings, you know, and people who've gotten private readings who ask that question in particular, I always tell them, listen, just cut the dating app, just go out there, make connections, get a new hobby, do something different with you. I'll talk about everything else besides dating online. But for some reason, with that 2 of Wands that came up so evidently, I do feel like it could be online. Okay, they could end up meeting this person. All right, so let's get into the last person's question. Let me just deactivate my live stream link. There we go. So I don't take any more questions, because I have to do a private reading after this for 30 minutes and then deliver that. Let's get into it with the next person, sorry. Sarah, SB, S Virgo. Let me put that in the chat and pin it on there so she knows it's her turn. That's me. You're so cute. All right, so let's get your question up here. All right, so you wanted to know, thanks for not judging me with all my dating questions. Of course, no, I'm not. No, you're fine. Trying to socialize and date. My question is about Mohsen. Am I pronouncing his name correctly? Mohsen? Mohsen? I feel like the H is silent. Mohsen? 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 How will this connection go for me? I hope to like him. Okay, I get that. All right, so let's see here. And we'll get started. Yes, the first time is right. Mohsen. Okay. Mohsen or Mohsen? Oh my God. Okay. We're just going to call him M, okay? So I don't offend you. So let's just call him M. So let's get into how will this connection go? And we're starting off perfectly at 45 minutes to be exact. So let's get silent H. I knew it. I was like, I have a feeling that H is silent. H is silent. All right. So let's get into what is this connection going to go towards? How will this connection go for you? All right, so the Four of Cups energy coming forward. I'm just seeing you laugh on there, so it makes me giggle every time I see that. So the Four of Cups energy coming forth in the reversal. You're also getting the Hermit card in the reversal. And I shuffled these cards, you saw me. Judgment card in the upright. Three of Cups energy in the reversal. This person, if you're wondering if they're talking to somebody else, they could have recently stopped talking to somebody else who's negatively gossiping about them now, currently, okay? I do also feel like this person has a tendency to maybe say things or maybe do some things that are a little bit out of the ordinary or out of pocket sometimes that are going to kind of rub you the wrong way, okay? I do also feel like this person has a tendency to reach out when you are at the busiest. So let's just say you're working or something like that, like, oh, what are you doing right now? Okay, well, are you done like 10 minutes? Okay, well, I'll be that, like, okay, give me a fucking second. We haven't talked in like a day or two, and then all of a sudden you come back and you want me to drop like every fucking thing and not pay a bill? What? You know what I mean? So underneath the Hermit card, you have the Hierophant energy. You have the Hierophant energy. The Hierophant energy coming up underneath the Hermit card. This person probably has already made it known to you that they do want something serious, that they do want an official relationship. This is also somebody who's pretty adventurous, and I don't mean adventurous like water sports. I feel like this person's sexually adventurous, okay, with the Ace of Wands energy. Of course, be careful with those, But with the Five of Cups energy coming forth, I'm all for like having a healthy sex life and all that, but like, you just gotta be safe, okay? So with the Five of Cups energy coming forth in the reversal, I feel like he's not gonna disappoint you. Sexually and emotionally, for that matter. It's like maybe sometimes you get like really, how like you can like somebody and then you have sex with them and you're just like, how do I tell them that this is not working out? You know what I mean? Like, we don't want to, like, this isn't working. I don't, and it's not only about sex. And I know some people are like, well, maybe you have to like have a learning curve with your person and stuff. Listen, you make that decision. I personally am not for that. It's okay. So with the Four of Pentacles, it's either you have instant chemistry with me or like we don't. Like, Four of Pentacles energy coming forth in the reversal. And that doesn't make me stuck up. That just makes me, if it's my body, I have to say, like, if I want to even participate in this, I have a choice whether to go on the elliptical or the bicycle. You know what I mean? So the next one that you have is the Temperance card, okay, in the upright. This person's going to test your patience. This person also has gone through a really extreme path of healing, really adventurous, very goofy, likes to say things that are kind of out of pocket sometimes where you're just like, where the fuck, what? You know what I mean? Honestly, a little bit, not trying to be weird, but kind of reminds me of my dad's energy a little bit. If you guys know me, I'm not a huge fan of my dad, but like, you know what they say, never meet your heroes. But with the Temperance card coming forth, like in the upright, I do feel really strongly like you're going to heal. You are going to heal throughout this connection with him because of how much that he's already broken through. It's kind of like being afraid of the ocean and somebody being like, listen, you just got to get in there. Like, if you can't, what are you not going to go out in the street because you think you're going to get hit by a car? Like, you need to like be able to experience life, like, and stuff like that. Like, I'm just using the ocean as an example because I'm freaking scared of the ocean. So the next one they have here, as I say that, the King of Cups comes out. A lot of water energy. You might be going on like a beach adventure or like a water adventure with him, okay, with all this water. But this is also somebody who's really romantic and likes to express themselves romantically, okay? So this is not somebody who's going to shy away from like dedicating a song to you or wanting to be a little bit gushy or doing something a little bit extra like lighting a candle or something like that, just to make the, just to create a feeling in the space. I feel that really strongly with this question. I also feel like this person really admires you, feels like you're one step away of being like that wife status, okay? Like you're somebody who's ready to be in that highly committal energy with the 9 of Pentacles energy. Confirm my appointment. Oh shit, I gotta cancel that. The King of Swords energy coming forth. I was gonna get a massage, but Lord have mercy. Y'all know I'm not gonna be able to. Anyway, King of Swords energy. He's a Cancer. All right, so that's why I'm getting that. My first love was a Cancer. And and my grandfather was a Cancer. One of my favorite people, I sang at his funeral. Like, one of my favorite people. I was very close to him growing up. The one thing that they do know how to do is create balance in their home life. But at the same time, they have a tendency to maybe give a little bit too much to their family or friends at times to where they overcompensate, like, their personal kind of, like, happiness. So, like, even, let's just say they've been working, like, 7 days straight. But their family needs them to like go pick up like to do basically what they are responsible for. Okay, the Cancer will put their like tiredness aside or whatever, get on the road, tired as fuck, go do everything they need to do. And the minute that they sit down, let's just say they're about to go to bed, and their family again goes to them and is like, "Oh, I need this, and that." It takes a lot for them to snap and be like, "Oh my god, I need to fucking sleep." But when they do, it's like really intense. Okay, Cancers are not necessarily the one. Everybody likes to say that they're so soft and everything, but actually Cancers are like the number one known for serial killing. Okay, for zodiac signs, it's because they harbor their emotions really deep inside and they suppress that a lot. But they are the most giving, kindest, most caring people that you will actually genuinely meet. They actually have a really nice sense of style. They also like to cook for people that they love a lot of the time. And they tend to be really hyper focused on like finding balance, okay, within their emotions throughout this lifetime and going through a lot of karmic situations that hit them heavily in the heart, whether that's friends, family, certain love relationships, and they end up having to get over that. Prime example, Ariana Grande. I know that she's America's most kind of little bit hated but loved at the same time. Little chickadee that she is, but she's went through so much. If you really think about it, she's actually gone through a lot, and so she's kind of being selfish right now, but it's because she has been such a person to be like, oh, I'm going to do this for you, don't worry about it or whatever. And sometimes he'll be really cold. This person will be like really cold at times as well. Okay. C to confirm. Yeah, I got to cancel that. Anyway, so what? When is the 6th? Oh, that's tomorrow. Anyway, not emotional, but I like a devoted. So the freaking place that I get massages from is blowing me up right now. Anyway, the Emperor card coming forth. This person is going to have different sides to them. So a lot of the time Cancers will have like a really solid shield. So like they'll either have like a Taurus rising or they'll have like an Aquarius rising. My first love, he had an Aquarius rising, so he was really like cool and standoffish. So I got to see like how people perceived me from a different angle, right? Now that I review it now. But with the energy here of sword-like energy, it's giving me that vibe to where he has different energy, okay? To like, he'll be really, really soft and really, really romantic and like really gooey and stuff like that. And all of a sudden he'll like cut all of that off and like completely seclude himself, okay? And really be about business and just focus on like what he's got going on, okay? Which is a trait to admire in a way, all right? Because he doesn't know how to be all in unless he's all in, okay? I do also feel like he's going to have a tendency to be kind of like inconsistent. My brother is an Aquarius with Cancer moon and he's so detached but also loves hugs, and I don't like that. I don't like, being touched by anybody who's not like my lover. I don't know why. I don't like it. I'm like, well, I do know why. It's because I was sexually assaulted, but I just don't like it. I'm like, get off of me. He's sensitive with that. Yeah, no, for sure. You know, I totally get it. But with the Page of Wands energy and the Emperor card coming forth, I feel like this person could be a little bit like your brother in a way, okay? And it's funny how I was talking about that Cancer and Aquarius placement, and your brother happens to be Cancer, Aquarius placement. So dependent on which male that you were like closest to growing up, that's who you're gonna kind of like replicate like within your love life a little bit. You know what I mean? Like the closest male I think that I was like close to like growing up, like who taught me how to drive and like everything like that. Like he was drunk, but he taught me how to drive. A drunk uncle, like he couldn't drive himself, so I had a permit, so I would drive him home. You know, that's how I learned how to drive. I didn't learn how to, so when my dad like freaking gets at me for like little shit that I don't know how to do to drive, and I'm thinking like, excuse me, sir, did you teach me how to do a 3-point turn? Did you teach me about tolls? Did you teach me about anything? Did I have to teach my fucking self, you piece of shit? Yes. So basically like that. But he was like a Libra, okay? He was Libra growing up. I had a really strong, like we were best friends. We'd go to the movies together all the time. We'd do everything together, like I'm a Libra, okay? So Libras I had tend to have like really close relationships with, okay? But the thing about Libras is I have a hard time trusting them, okay? Because I got betrayed by like multiple Libras before in the past. It's the only time I have like a really hard time trusting them. But I think I have a pretty much hard time trusting almost everybody, you know? So, oh, well, that's a different perspective. Never heard of that. Yeah, just a little bit of a different perspective, you know? But anyway, so just saying. Anyway, I'm closest to my 6-year-old son. Well, that's different. I'm talking about who you grew up with. You know what I mean? Like, who did you grow up with and around who was the most influential for you? Like, my uncle, okay, was the most like influential for me. He was my full-blooded uncle. So like I was like a lot of the time people thought that he was my dad because of how close we were. Like he would show up to events for me, pick me up, all that, you know. So a lot of time people thought that he was my dad. A lot of people didn't know who my dad was. You know, it was like a surprise. And I would show up at my dad's place like, oh, I didn't know you had a daughter. Like, oh yeah, he keeps me locked in a box literally with all my pictures. Anyway, my father was detached. I don't really have anyone else like another male. That's what I'm saying. Like, your father was detached. So if there was another male, you know what I mean? I grew up like around cousins. Like I had like 4 male cousins I was around like all the fucking time. And then I also had like, so like I grew up like around boys mainly most of the time. So like, you know, and then, I have an older sister. So anyway, so go back to your reading, okay? I do feel like the both of you guys are going to be able to progress, but he's going to be a little bit inconsistent, a little bit in and out. One more from the top. You got the Lover's card. Okay, yes, I had cousins. I was caring with them. That's what I'm saying. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I had like 4 cousins, and they were all brothers and all male. But I have also had a lot of female cousins too, you know? So it was a good balance. I'm Spanish, so I have pretty much a melting pot. You know what I mean? But anyway, the Lover's card coming up. Both of you guys are going to have a really strong soulmating connection where you guys are going to be able to get each other on different levels that other people aren't going to really know what you're talking about. Like, let's just say, all right, this is how I knew like my sister was with her soulmate when I walked into her space and literally it was like their own little world. Like it was literally like I had a vision of them like Tarzan and fucking Jane and their own little world and their little baby and like literally that's how I envision them. And they get each other so vividly. But that's Pisces and Pisces for you. You know what I mean? So that's how I knew. Like I knew it like that there was something worth fighting for with a connection with them. Okay. Lover's card, Gemini energy. So Gemini energy could be significant, especially with the Knight of Swords and the Lover's card coming up. So that is seasonal. So I feel like that's more of a season of when things are going to really pop off for the betterment. You're going to be really caught up in your head because he's going to be kind of like hot and cold. I'm also hearing that song Hot and Cold by Katy Perry. Okay. But the good one, the good remix version. Okay. I don't know if you guys have heard this before, but I guess I'll play it a little bit. Let's see. Do I have Hot and Cold by Katy Perry? It's probably in my freaking... It's a pink thing. It's this one. It's this one. I played it for my dude. He was like, oh, it reminds me of somebody I used to talk to. I was like, it immediately cut the fuck off. I was like, forget I even played anything. I was like, Remember, I'm a Scorpio rising. I get fucking territorial. All right. It's a dope song. Hold on. Anyway, that's the version that I like. But she goes through the whole entire. But I just, I be jamming, guys. I like music. So, but that's what I'm getting for you, love. I hope that you enjoyed this reading. But I'm gonna close up on this read, and I'll send you your mini channeled message after this. I'm gonna focus on that, and then just send everyone's mini messages. So expect them like within the hour, guys. But I hope that you enjoyed this live stream, and until next time. Can I get some messages? Oh, yeah. Actually, yeah, you can if you want to. Would you like switch deck? I'll give you a couple different options because remember, we already did the love messages, but I can add in a couple more messages for you. That's fine. So do you want to do the switch deck, or do you want to do a little bit naughty with the desire deck where I don't even know where it is? Where's my desire deck? What the fuck? Sorry, guys. You guys probably see me high. Sorry. But that's a good thing that I brought it up because now I have to look at it. Sorry, guys. You saw me. I'm barefaced. Just took a shower. Anyway, let's get into the switch deck. And let's see what to expect out of this connection. And if you want a longer read on this, let me know. I've got a ton of specials going on. 30 minutes for 35. You know this. Anyway, let's get into it. Still beautiful, Jaslyn. No makeup needed. You guys are y'all are being too nice, but thank you. July energy coming up. Interesting. So Cancer season meeting Leo season. Dear Stu, I should have never left you. I really wanted to stay. I feel like somebody's going to come back towards you near July. And this is going to be somebody that you've been a little bit complacent with. And I feel like this person's been a little bit more consistent with their hot and cold energy with you. To like where you can kind of like predict like if they're going to be hot and cold or when they're going to, I don't know, like kind of that kind of energy. Dear Stu, I will answer your phone the next time they call. I will end this once and for all. Love them. You're also getting, Dear Stu, I'm going to fight for you and over you. Love them. And now let's get some more messages for you as we close up. We have that July one there, so let's just put that one there. And then let's see what else comes out for you. Okay, interesting. You got June and July. Definitely Cancerian energy shining through there. Okay, and you did say that he was a Cancer, so that's confirmation for you. Dear Stu, and he could invite you to like a birthday party. Whenever this comes up dominantly, I've noticed that people tend to get invited to like birthday parties. Anyway, Dear Stu, I want to massage you. Let me rub you down from the top of your head down to the tips of your toes. Love them. And remember how like my massage parlor was like blowing me up? So maybe you might end up getting a massage from him, okay? It's a rarity. If you find a guy who massages you, just like literally just, try to keep them. Okay, pretty content for a long time. Okay, not somebody like massages you for 5 minutes and then all of a sudden just like, all right, I'm tired. Like you need somebody with stamina. Anyway, dearest you, I replay our intimate moments while I am at work. Love them is also coming forth. Dearest you came up on my For You page. At first, I didn't recognize you. You are brilliant. How can you just be yourself without caring what anyone else thinks? I wish I could do that. Love them. So Cancers also have a tendency to be this way. They tend to be self-conscious. Okay, it doesn't mean that they can't be authentically themselves or who they are or radiate, that energy. That's why sometimes most Cancers will have some form of Aquarius placement or something to get them out of their shell, whether it's Aries, okay? Aries, especially any Aries energy, is going to get you out of your shell. It's going to get you in this zone of feeling kind of like a kid again. Like literally like a kid again, but like a grown ass kid. Like that's usually how Aries energy is like. They're very vibrant. They're very like, first of the pack. They want to take, the reins, control the reins a little bit, but they'll also lead you to success most of the time. They will, if you can, withstand the yelling and the screaming and the fucking get over there. All right, it's cool. Everything's cool now. Everything's good. Yeah, we're fine. And they go back to being like an amazing person. But Aries energy is really vivid. I used to live with an Aries for a really long time. He was a DJ, he owned his own event planning business, super successful, leader in his forthright, stuff like that. And working for him was a whole different energy than just living with him and just being chill. Because work, it was very much like you have to be there, like, even if it's like a minute delay, you got to be there on time. And I literally felt like the worst person in the world after I got done, like, working with him. After every single time, I would just get into this, like, meltdown, about it, where I was like, damn, I guess I'm just not, like, I got yelled at for, like, wearing, like, the wrong color shirt. I had a meltdown. Like, I was humiliated for wearing, like, a white shirt to a prom, and I was just doing lighting, and they were like, you have to wear all black and all this stuff, and they ended up giving me like a black shirt, but I ended up having like this huge fucking breakdown because I guess they thought that I was trying to break into their prom, because I guess they thought that I was a teenager. I'm 28. This happened like a year and a half ago, like not even like a year ago, and I'm like, I'm fucking almost 30. I'm not trying to sneak into a prom that doesn't even have alcohol, that you can't even twerk. What? I was thinking, like, what is this? Like, I'm not, you know what I mean? Anyway, so for some reason I'm getting that energy, but it's like you just want to break free and kind of like be yourself a little bit. Anyway, dearest you, I'm going to start a random argument to get time to do what I want. Love, your person. So this person also has this tendency to kind of be a little bit kind of like random. They'll end up putting their foot in their mouth and stuff like that in order to kind of just get space to do what they want. So they may have some form of like air sign in their chart, okay? They could create this kind of like element, like where they're just like, fuck you, like whatever, I'm gone. But then they'll call you and just be like, listen, I just needed some space. I just need to think about some things. As long as you give an air sign space and time to think about things, most of the time they'll be level-headed. But if you give them time and space when their energy is heightened, oh, they're done. You understand? Most of the time they're pretty much done. They have to self-soothe, and it takes them a long time to self-soothe. It could be like almost a year before they are like chill again. Like, you know what I mean? So that's what I'm getting for your read. I hope that you enjoyed the additional messages. But I'm going to hop off. If anybody wants a private reading with me, feel free to reach out. I am also going to be giving you guys the option for edited or non-edited. So if you want non-edited, you'll be able to receive it sooner. If you guys want it edited, it's going to be a little bit longer because I have to individually create timestamps and stuff like that. But if not, if you want something just simple, straight right, where it's just instantly sent out to you, with like same day, just within a couple hours where there's not a delay, just feel free to let me know and I can get that sent out to you, and it'll be regular format, but it won't be fancy. It won't be, edited. It'll just be live streamed privately, and I'll send you the link, it'll just be that way. But if you guys are like me and are kind of liking and having an affinity for this, where you can just pop right back in and click the timestamp and go right back to the question that you had, wanted to review again, then I'd say wait a little bit, But anyway, I hope you have a good rest of your day. And until next time, guys, bye for now.